Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Seth Bohnhoff.
All right, lots happened today. That means there's lots to recap, so I'm going to waste no time at all here. Here's the scene outside the studio where Green and Neal Street meets. You can see the roads are still covered up pretty good this direction. Definitely want to take things slowly in town or out of town. There's a lot of main roads still that have some snow covering them. The good news is there's no additional snow on the way. We have taken care of that. And to be honest, it looks like the next 5 days we're going to be snow-free. So now it's just the aftermath of what has already come and gone here, plus cold air rushing in. We've got an Arctic air mass that is pulling into the area now. With the passage of the system, we've now got 10 to 20 mile-an-hour winds across the area. Couple that with temperatures that are quickly falling already into the single digits in some places. We have hit the negative on the wind chills, even the negative double digits. It's negative 10 there on the feels like in Bloomington, negative 8 in Champaign, and negative 9 degrees right now in Decatur. Here's some of those snowfall reports that we've gotten from across the area. Some of these are just a tiny bit older than others, but gives you a pretty good picture of what all went down. Looks like out there towards Vermilion County, the big winner, over 8 inches there. A lot of our northern counties did cash in too. Bloomington 7.5, Fithian 7 inches, and lots of just kind of general 4 to 6 inch reports. So a lot of the area did kind of fall within that forecast range, but a lot of us were really pushing that upper limit. And of course, that list will become a lot more detailed. There'll be a lot more reports as the night goes on as we continue to get some of those. But that was the general snowfall accumulation, was kind of 4 to 6 inches with several places in that 6 to 8 inch range. But this is what matters the most here, the impacts of all that snow. And we are feeling all the impacts here. The pink on this map indicates mostly or completely covered roads there with the snow. The only spot that really kind of missed out was down there closer to I-70, where things are still being reported as at least partially covered. But this is another way of looking at it. We look here at our IDOT road cams. You can see Champaign around 74. Looks like one lane is cleared off there in both directions. Same situation there at St. Joe. Mattoon, the big accident just outside of town there. You can still see the interstates covered up. And take a look at this with all that trouble there around the Mattoon area, around Arcola. Look at Tuscola around I-57. Look at all that traffic that is backed up there. So all of a sudden we're putting a lot of traffic on these roadways that are used to having a lot more space to work with, and it's definitely slowing things down. So if you're still out there traveling or need to, just take things very slowly, give plenty of space between you and the person in front of you, and you should be able to make it there without any troubles. Now with the snow already fallen, the focus now shifts to the cold air. I've got that cold weather advisory still through the night tonight. This is exactly why. The air temperature is going to hit -6 tonight. The wind chill could fall anywhere between -20 and -30 degrees. That's right, -20 and -30. There are some winters where we don't feel this cold at any point in the winter, and here we are on December 13th, and we're already getting numbers like this. But on top of that, the impacts will continue to be felt with that snow on the ground. Things are going to really freeze here through the night. Winds will pick up. That means a little bit of blowing snow could kind of be tossed back out there onto those roads. So even though the crews are out there trying to clear it, some of it gets tossed back on. They've still got some work to do. The hope is that things will maybe improve by the time we get to tomorrow morning a little bit. But again, we're battling these temperatures. 4 is your high tomorrow. The wind chill during the afternoon is going to range between about -20 and -30 degrees again, and it'll stay that way as we head on into Sunday night and Monday morning. The good news is, I'll wrap up by saying this. Look at those temps into the week ahead. Maybe some 40s on the board, so there is relief in sight. But we are going to stay bitter cold here over the next 36 hours or so before finally upper 30s and 40s return back to the picture. So a tough weekend still, but man, 49 degrees sounds pretty good.
Yeah. We only have to make it 5 days.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
That's amazing. All right. Thank you, Seth. We'll take a look at your consumer news coming up next.